It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV.
I opened my phone and Apple's started doing this thing on iOS where if you scroll left, there's widgets, and one of the default ones is photos, where it shows you. I don't know how they decide what to do with them, but they show you random photos.
Right.
The preview that I saw before it switched to my dog was a picture of something called Vore World.
I like how you say it's something called Vore World, like you don't know, like you didn't take a picture of it yourself.
No, like I deliberately saved this picture and sent it to people, but it's from October 2018, and I don't remember where it's from or where I got it.
Damn, I didn't know Vore was around in 2018.
Half of the picture is a very fat Luigi, and there's an X-ray photo of Mario looking terrified, saying "Mamma Mia."
Damn. Wait, I assume you'd be eating Mario. Who did he eat? Do you know?
He has already eaten Mario.
Okay. I thought you were saying Mario's on the outside. Like, my God, what are you doing, Luigi?
No.
Speaking of photos, you ever just like open up some app and like shows your photos like Twitter or like Discord, right? And then you just see like a big old picture of your own dick right there. It's like, oh, oops.
Yeah. I mean, not all the time, because I don't take that many pictures of it, but sometimes it does. It's just right up there, hog and all.
Yeah, it's like, good thing I haven't seen anybody in months who could have seen this on my phone.
Oh, whoops! My first person I've seen in 19 months. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. You saw my big hog on my phone. Oh my God.
This
did you
is
like
so...
it though? Sorry, no, don't answer that. But was it good?
This is so awful. Instead of uploading my introduction for this class, I've accidentally uploaded my 19 tailor-edited shots of my cock. Oh man, this is so embarrassing.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed. The lighting isn't even good in this one. Oh man.
I know I said there are 19 pictures, but I actually had 21 on there, but 2 of them weren't that good. I'm so sorry you had to see those 2 especially.
Oh, I wish you saw the better ones where I put actually even more care into the pictures. Oh God, this sucks.
I just hope this doesn't ruin everyone's first impressions of me.
I'm really sorry I messed up my introduction, guys. Can we take a rain check on this and do this again next week? Next week comes. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. How do you like my cock though?
I'm so sorry. I can't believe I uploaded this brand new 13 picture set. Oh, I can't believe it, man.
Oh my God, I even put my OnlyFans on the bottom. Holy shit, that's embarrassing. Guys.
They're all watermarked. I can't believe I've done this. Now you all know how to find my OnlyFans.
I am sending you Vore World.
Please. Did you send it?
Yeah, it should have just gone through.
Oh yeah, I'm going to Vore World, fellas.
I love that on the left it's some shitty, kind of looks like clip art, but also looks like, you know that those shitty mobile games right now, like Homescapes or whatever, with the ball. It looks like that style of art.
Dude, you know what's the worst thing about all the mobile games?
Tell me.
I kind of want to play some of them. But, like, I know that, like, it's not even what the games are going to be like. Like, you know, have you seen the one where it's, like, pulling out pins to, like, direct, like, water or lava or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm like, I can do that. Maybe that might be fun for 20 minutes. But I'm like, no. I'm not downloading this app.
Yeah, there's such teases because those games that they bait you with actually look, for the most part, if it's a puzzle game, they look pretty good. Like, relaxing and mindless.
Yeah.
But when you get it, it's just that shit like Homescapes. It looks nothing like the ads. It looks like Homescapes, and you're just helping this beleaguered, white, probably Italian dude escape from death traps or kill his wife.
Yeah.
I think that's what Homescapes is. I don't know.
I think it's something like that. Have you seen the one where it's like this like base defense thing, and you like build towers, and then it always ends with you like building like a laser turret that does a big explosion?
Yeah, yeah, I have.
There's no way that's what the game is actually like. I can guarantee you that is not in-game footage.
Oh yeah, no fucking way. That was farmed out to an Asian special effects company or something.
Yeah, definitely. Like the base game is probably like, man, I played a lot of bad mobile games back in the day. The ones that always got me were the ones that were like, they advertise like it's something cool, and then it's just like like one of those like Mafia City type games where like you're basically just like you have like these like locations on your map, and you just touch them, and like there's something you can do, but like there's nothing actually cool or fun about it.
Yeah, I don't know how those games have so many players. There's jack shit you can do.
Yeah, I used to play one of them as like a fantasy one, and like there actually was some stuff to do, but it was like awfully grindy. It seemed to make you try to like buy microtransactions and shit. And boy oh boy was I grinding like the first raid boss, and I could never beat it, and I was a disgrace to my guild.
Yeah. Hey, that happens, man. That's just when you're like 8 or whatever years old you were when you played that. All those games look so fun, but then you realize I gotta get daddy's credit card. But you can't find it, and so you just you're fucked. You can't do anything in those games. You delete it, you cry, and then 30 years later you're talking about it on a Family Guy podcast, of which is titled the Family Guy Funnycast.
Yeah, because
and is
who would have thought 30 years later there'd be 3 Family Guy podcasts?
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, sometimes this is the best one, sometimes it's not. But we do share the title, the best one, with the freaking Guy Family Pod, hosted by our friend Ian. And we don't talk about the other one.
It's true.
Yeah, no. We never will. Sometimes Sean and I are going to talk over each other on this one, and that's okay.
Yeah, the reason why? We hate each other, and we're not good at podcasts.
Yeah, I actually can't stand you. I loathe every second we're doing this show.
Yeah, I just want anyone to know, I'm going to break the illusion right here. Joe and I, we're not friends outside of the podcast. We don't talk. We have no interactions. It's like it's painful for both of us to talk to each other, to even try to coordinate when we record. Like, if we weren't making such ridiculous money and we didn't have legions of adoring fans, we wouldn't talk to each other ever again.
I would just leave. I would shut this down and I would leave. But unfortunately, in addition to all the stuff that you said, we are locked into a multi-year contract with Anchor. Much like Joe Rogan. We were actually part of the Joe Rogan deal. But
yeah, Joe Rogan went to Spotify. We went to Anchor from SoundCloud. It was a massive deal.
Yeah, but part of the deal was that they do not talk about it. So I don't think it's against the contract for us to talk about it because it is our deal. But just to be safe, I'm not going to say much more.
Well, I just want to say, I mean, I know I just said all that stuff about how I hate you, but to be honest, I was kind of proud of you when you negotiated for that $20 million raise for Joe Rogan.
Yeah, you know, I'm always thinking about my fellow man. You know, I have this enormous head of hair, and I am 30 feet tall, and Joe Rogan is 4 feet tall and has no hair. So I feel he needed that more than you and I ever did. I mean, we do make 7 digits, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's a couple more digits between friends? You know, like, it's really no big deal. Not us. We're not the friends. Us and Joe Rogan, though.
Yeah, Mr. Rogan is our friend. And, you know, Joe Rogan famously unable to advocate for himself, so I had to step in and say, hey, Mr. Spotify, you're not doing my boy right.
Yeah.
And then
hey, Mr. Spotify, that monkey man needs more money for steroids. Help him out.
Hey, he's running out of DMT money. Can you help a brother out? Anyway, Family Guy Funnycast. I'm your host, Joe.
I'm your host, Sean.
And I don't know when the fuck we're starting with that whole intro, but we are 13 minutes into the recording now. How you doing?
And
How you
I
doing?
thought you were gonna say like the name of the episode, but like whatever.
No, just give me like 2 words. How you doing?
COVID free.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, somehow I managed to avoid getting COVID. I really thought I would definitely I thought I had it and I was like pretty much asymptomatic, but I got my test back and I'm just COVID free. I just didn't get it.
Yeah, it's a shame about the breast cancer though.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you can't win them all. I mean, like I'm basically immune to COVID now without the vaccine, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you for that, by the way.
Thank you.
All memes aside, not that we were memeing at all in this episode, but
Yeah, everything we said has been serious. How are you?
COVID free. Not that it was ever a problem, but I wanted to fit in.
Well, you never will. Anyway, what's the title of this episode?
Okay. This is season 3, episode 18, From Method to Madness.
That's right, it is. Should I get into the plot?
No.
After sitting through an awful play by one of his friends, Brian decides to audition and become an actor. Peter saves a man's life at sea and is invited over for dinner with his family. Turns out the family are nudists, and Lois and Peter are uncomfortable. Brian auditions and is hated, but Stewie ends up being scouted for a child actor program. At the program, he fights with a girl named Olivia, who is mean to him. Meg sees the teen son of the nudist, Jeff, at the mall, and he asks her out. Stewie keeps fighting with Olivia, but when he eavesdrops on the director, he finds out he and Olivia are at risk of expulsion if they cannot cooperate. Meg brings Jeff home, but when Lois and Peter get there, they are mean and run Jeff out. Stewie and Olivia learn to cooperate and do a song and dance routine, which the director loves and wants them to perform in front of a crowd. The performance is a success, but Olivia and Stewie keep fighting over who is off key, ultimately ruining their big performance with a fistfight. Meg hates her parents and Lois feels bad, so the family invites Jeff over while they're nude. After Stewie ruins his performance with Olivia, he tries and fails to find more work, slowly becoming insane. Olivia meets with him before she leaves for Hollywood, driving Stewie over the edge, forcing him into an asylum. Brian goes to visit and brings a tuning fork. Stewie realizes he was off key and decides to leave the asylum. And that's the episode.
Cool. I hated it.
So, actually?
No, I don't. No. But it was a lot more boring than I remember it being.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. And I'd agree with you on that one. I wouldn't say I hated it, but it was just kind of whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't very funny. It's not very memorable. Well, if I was watching it fresh, it wouldn't be memorable.
Yeah.
Since I have seen this episode millions of times.
One thing I think is kind of interesting about the episode is how it starts off with Brian wanting to become an actor and like hating a stupid friend, and then he just doesn't show up for the rest of the episode after his audition fails. He's just gone.
You're probably so fucking sick of Brian at this point. They're like, oh, fucking Christ, it's a Brian episode. After his audition, he is not there until the end.
Yeah. I don't know what Brian was feeling about his rejection, but he was just out of there.
Yeah, we don't know what he was feeling, but more importantly, we don't care.
No, not in the slightest.
And he finally gets some retribution for the last string of episodes, I'll say. Definitely the last one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go to damn Brian Griffin.
Yeah, Brian.
That's all I gotta say.
Fucking damn.
I hope a car runs him over.
I hope a car runs over Brian while he's playing field hockey with Stewie on the street.
Yeah, I think that'd actually be a pretty good premise for an episode. We should write that down for one of our like fake episodes.
Oh, definitely. I've already put that down in my notes app. Don't worry.
Okay, sweet. But yeah, I don't know. Just in general, this episode doesn't have a lot of memorable stuff. I guess some of the innuendos are kind of funny, and like the scene when they're introduced to the nudist family. I like how Peter drops his hot dog and then accidentally grabs the man's hot dog shaped penis.
Yeah, you gotta want that dude's definitely cut.
Yeah, he's gotta be cut, and I think he's gotta be presumably he was flaccid too, so that was his flaccid penis. So like he's probably packing heat. That's all I got. I mean, they do say that he had a big trophy.
Oh, I bet he did.
So yeah, he got some schmeat. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, he up playing with his schmeat at the table.
He playing with his worm.
Yeah, but also consider this: what if he was not flaccid?
Well,
I mean, we can assume he was, because come on. But
I mean, yeah, like if you're a nudist, like you're used to it, like
it's not a kink for you, for the most part. I mean, for the majority of people, it's not a kink for you.
Right. I think honestly, I mean, I would never be a nudist because I feel intense shame about my body in general. But also, I feel like it kind of, devalues seeing some titties, Like, if you're living in a nudist colony and you're seeing ass and titties every single day, and, like, you're, like, at first you probably like it, but then, like, you're like, hey, what you doing over there, buddy? Like, you're not supposed to like it. And it just gets beaten out of you. And then, where's the specialness? Where's the surprise?
Yeah, and I think you can say the same thing about our crippling pornography addictions. That definitely devalues the titty, the V, and the A.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like, if you were to take someone from like 1600 and like show them internet pornography, I think they would just die. Like, they couldn't handle that kind of sensory overload because they're getting to see more erotic action in like on the home screen than they see in their entire life.
Yeah, back in the 1600s, you just, if it wasn't your wife, you weren't getting any slash, and there was no photography.
It's true.
Any porn you saw was just some boring ass oil painting with with angel babies in the corner for some reason. And the devil pointing and laughing at you. It's not good. It wasn't a safe environment for I'm gonna call them future OnlyFans subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, that's our people who were oppressed back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
this was awful. Do you think like back in the day there was like the equivalent of like weeaboos, or like not weeaboos, but like people with waifus who are like, I only like 2D girls. I only like the beautiful women drawn by Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, there were definitely Mona Lisa stands. Like,
Well, I'm not just stands though. I'm talking about full on like, my wife was Mona Lisa. I got a custom made copy made, and I'm introducing her to my parents tomorrow. I hope they like her.
yeah, no, I get you, but man, sorry, I'm just looking at the Mona Lisa right now. I don't even know what I was saying, but Jesus, man.
It's taken away by her beauty. I understand.
Yeah, dude, I would camp outside Da Vinci's house every fucking day while he was working on this, just peeking in the window, like, dude, there's just like there's a hint of cleavage.
Buddy, what are you doing?
Dude.
I can't handle it.
Dude, she got both her hands in the picture. She got hashtag no makeup.
Ooh.
But she don't have she got small lips.
I mean, she was white.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, yeah, she was Italian, so.
Oh, my bad.
No, I was agreeing with you. Italian people.
Oh, okay. What's funny though is like, you didn't have to be this sexually repressed back in the day. Some people and cultures at certain times were wilding out. I remember on the first day of one of my classes, I took this class that was just called Introduction to Islam, right? It was taught by a professor that I already knew. I really liked him. But he's unique. This was technically like an introduction level course. And, the class is like filled with Muslim students who I assume thought like either I want to learn more or I already know a lot about the stuff, easy A, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then in the first class, he goes on like this whole big point about like what is Islam, like what can be considered Islam, and then he shows like these things like, is this Islamic? And like I remember one, like he showed like these like African like mask that they would use in like their practices, and he showed something that looked just like a hijab. Well, it's the full body cover. I forgot the name for that. But it was actually like using like a Christian tradition. You know, he's trying to trick people, play around with them, and then he shows us a slide of a 1400s Ottoman painting of some dude getting fucked in the ass.
Oh hell yeah! That's my shit. You got a link?
No, but I could probably find it.
Okay.
And
cool.
yeah, it's like 80% of the class did not show up for the second class. They all just dropped it.
While you were saying that, I had this visual in my head of just like this shitty magician's act. Like, is this your card? Is this your card? While he's asking if this shit is Islam or not.
It was kind of like that until he just whips out the gay porn. It's like, here you go, fellas. Yeah, needless to say, I assume a lot of the Muslim students were pretty upset and uncomfortable by that.
But yeah, they never mind.
All right, cool.
Don't worry about it. I'm not going to say anything Islamophobic because I'm not a liberal.
Yeah, but anyway, going back to the episode though, to wrap this whole tangent around, this was a horny ass episode.
Yeah, I actually liked that that whole part of the episode more than the main plot, and even the main plot got weirdly horny.
Yeah, it was like always really horny because it starts off with Stewie with like his sexy dance or whatever.
Oh,
where like
sexy parties.
Yeah, sexy parties with a bunch of women in lingerie hanging around. And then, you know, references to having sex with his fellow child actor, or his child actor having sex with the director.
Ugh.
Yeah. And then, well, that's not important. We're going to talk about that. We get to see naked Lois for like a minute long.
And I had forgotten all about this. I thought that the Lois's bare feet was going to be the zenith of this series up to this point, but no. We see cheek.
Yeah. And not only do you see standing cheek, you get to see her in like a squat, not like a squat, like a on her knees type cheek.
On the knees cheek, for sure.
Yeah, it was a lot for me to handle.
Yeah, how was that nut, by the way? Because I don't think that's not staying in the intro.
Probably not. Pretty solid. Yeah, pretty clean.
Cool, man. Yeah. I bet she'd be proud of that.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean,
God, I wish she was real.
I wish she was real too, man. So
I would kill someone if it meant Lois Griffin could be real. That's all I gotta say on this matter.
What would you do though if you did that, but nothing visibly changed for you until one day you were at the grocery store and you saw this woman that was the spitting image of Lois Griffin, just shopping, but she doesn't pay you any mind? What would you do? Would you try to like talk to her, chat her up, or would you just?
I mean,
like,
of course, like
follow her home, or like find out where she lives, or what?
That's Plan B. I'll just put that in the back pocket for now. From what we know canonically about Lois is that she likes fat idiots. So like, I think I have a good shot with her.
Okay. Now, what would you do if you saw her at the grocery store, but walking with her was me? Famously a fat idiot.
Man, you're really hitting the curveballs here in this question. You're really hitting me with the hard bargains. I would probably go outside, look at the car you guys are in, and then just wait around the grocery store. And then when I see you guys go back into the grocery store in like a week or whatever, I try to like rig some sort of like ignition bomb in your car.
That's kind of extreme, don't you think?
No.
I mean, like if I knew, like, you know, I would definitely invite you over, you know, like. But you know, it's hold on.
Oh my god, I am so embarrassed.
Oh, is that for me? Thank you.
It's
Hi.
okay, Joe.
Okay, bye. Sorry, that was my wife was bringing me some food.
Oh wow. Well, isn't that sweet? Isn't that nice? But just tell your wife never to interrupt us again.
Okay. Babe. Don't ever fucking do that again. See, it's funny when we're mean to women. Am I right?
You're right.
Anyway.
But I mean, I wasn't that mean. You were meaner to women. 'Cause, I mean, yes, I did say I would put an ignition bomb in the car, but like, it wasn't sexist. Like, I'm killing you and Lois.
While that is true, I think it is inherently misogynist to kill a woman solely based on who she's dating.
Well, it's not solely based on who she's dating.
That's actually very incel behavior.
Well, don't put this back on me, buddy. That's all I got. It's not because of who she's dating. It's because of you she's dating. All right.
That famous incel quote, "It ain't who she's dating, it's you she's dating."
No, it's not true. Listen, there are 7 billion men in this world, and she picked you. God damn it, you.
Yeah, she picked me. What are you gonna do? Go back in time and kill me at the Oklahoma City bombing?
No, I just said what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a car bomb in your car. I literally just said this.
That's what happened there, bud.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't there, dude. I wasn't alive yet, I don't think.
Yeah, okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't incriminate yourself. Oh, I wasn't there. I wasn't even born yet. Whatever, dude. You weren't born for Iraq, but you were there.
True. But that's important. That's like something fundamental, something spiritual.
The Oklahoma City bombing isn't important?
No.
You're right. Actually, I don't know why. And this might get me canceled, but the Oklahoma City bombing is... I shouldn't say it, but there's something funny to it. Not the events itself, like the words, Oklahoma City bombing. I shouldn't be saying this, but...
Listen, man, I don't know anything about the Oklahoma City bombing. I was not there. But all I gotta say is it doesn't compare to the Iraq War.
We should do a dissect episode, but on the Oklahoma City bombing.
Okay, that'd be cool. I'd have to learn a lot about it.
Yeah, no, that's the point.
Well, I mean, not like I got anything better to do.
Remember when I said there was something funny about it?
Yeah.
It killed 168 people.
Dude, it's not funny.
I know. It's awful. There's.
I'm about to cancel you myself.
Dude, you don't have to. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be arrested for saying that. It happened at 9:02 a.m., killed at least 168 people, including many children, injured more than 680 others, and destroyed more than 1/3 of the federal building it was targeting, which then had to be demolished. The blast destroyed or damaged 324 other buildings within a 16-block radius.
So yeah, like I said, not funny, but also just again.
Shattered glass in 258 nearby buildings and destroyed or burned 86 cars.
Damn. But yeah, like I said, no way that could have been me. I do not wake up before like 11 a.m. So.
You know what I have to say to that?
What? Nice, dude.
That's right, buddy. That's fucking right.
But yeah, I have to get up at like 9 o'clock for one of my classes this semester, and it's awful. I don't know what's happening because I'm like not awake for these classes.
That's really funny because on Mondays I have to wake up at 8 a.m. for a lab, and I have not done it yet.
Dude, it's a lab. You have to show up.
I think that's how attendance is taken, too, for that class, because it's not in the lecture.
Bro, you are going to fail.
I mean, I've done the only quiz. I don't think that shit's graded. It's my other class that has a lab. that's where we're doing other assignments, but this has not been uploaded to anything. So, like, it's not for fun, and I need to wake up and go to it this week, but I didn't know it was going to be a fucking 8 a.m. lab when I registered for it.
Yeah, I would have switched that immediately, dude.
I would have, but I like the timing of the actual lecture, which is 10 a.m. It just works for me, you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
Speaking of working for you, I had a segue for that I'm not remembering, but it wasn't going to be a good one anyway, so I don't care.
Damn.
Yeah, you got any notes on this episode you wanna share?
Not really. My notes were pretty brief for this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I had at the beginning of the episode, the subtitles were way too fast, like they were really out of sync. So I turned them off for the rest of the episode, and I wanted to check again at the end. And at the end, they were kind of slow. So like I don't know what's up with the subtitles this episode, but they are not doing well.
I didn't have them on, I don't think.
Coward.
I usually do, though. I think I've talked about this before. I usually do. I think I did. But I didn't notice anything with them. This is good conversation, by the way.
Yeah, high quality. One little nice piece of continuity. Peter is still a fisherman. I don't remember what episode it was, but it was a couple episodes back this season when Peter starts as a fisherman, and it hasn't come up since, but it's back now, so I appreciate that. Yeah, season 3, episode 10 is when he gets the job, so 8 episodes later.
I really
comes
like
back.
Peter as a fisherman.
Yeah, I think being a fisherman is kind of like an archetypical New Englander job, so I think I would not be upset if Peter kept this job for the rest of the series, but I know he doesn't.
Yeah, that's one thing Family Guy does that other shows, i.e. The Simpsons, don't. Homer has worked at that plant for well over 30 years now. At least as far as I know. Please don't come after me if you're a Simpsons fan and you know that Homer doesn't work at the plant anymore. I do not care. I don't give a shit. But Peter, as far as I know, Peter still has the job, or one of the jobs he gets after fishing.
Okay, so they're like, oh, it'll be cool. We'll have Peter switch jobs every now and then. And they're like, alright, well, he's had enough jobs. Time to keep him in the same job for the next 15 years.
Yeah, I'm tired of recasting people and drawing new backgrounds. It's, Peter works here, okay?
Oh,
He's got tenure.
This is the part of the series where Peter's soul is sucked out by his job and he never even thinks about leaving, even though he's miserable.
Yeah, I miss Mr. Weed, man.
Yeah, too bad he died.
Yeah, he's fucking dead, and Brian killed him. We don't talk about that enough.
No. That damn bastard, Brian Griffin, who, to be honest, worst member so far, killed Mr. Weed.
Yeah, and Seth, in this era of Family Guy, really likes to go, Laura Bush killed a guy. George W. Bush is, he did a drunk driving thing, and he never got arrested for it. But that is the basis of Brian Griffin. Brian eats a roll, chokes on it, spits it out, and that kills Mr. Weed.
Yeah, so Brian Griffin murdered a man in cold blood.
And that's really fucked up, because dogs don't even have cold blood. They're warm-blooded like us.
Yeah.
So that's extra fucked up.
It's just so awful and terrible and terrifying.
Yeah, if I was Stewie, I would take my time machine and go back to when Brian was doing blackface and going to jail and everything, and I would just not have him come home. Yeah,
just like slip the judge a $5 and be like, give him life, give him the death sentence.
Yeah, give him life. What's that, like 4 more years?
Yeah, like it's like not even like that big a deal. Just like let him rot in prison, you know.
Yeah, and he clearly would not have survived in prison anyway, based on that same episode.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't support the American prison system. But, like, lock him up. Lock him up.
Yeah, I don't either. Lock him up, though. Get him out of here. Get the damn out of here.
Mm-hmm. Fucking carceral punishment for him.
I doubt it's coming through on the microphone, but my direct downstairs neighbor is playing like a clarinet or something.
Fucking nerd.
So, just in case, like, if you hear a faint woodwind instrument, it ain't me.
Alright. You're just going there and whip it ass.
No.
Why not?
They'd beat me in a music contest, and I would lose, and it'd be really embarrassing for my family and everyone involved, so I don't want to do that.
What about in a Family Guy podcasting contest?
Oh, I would lose for sure. There's no way I win any kind of contest if I go down there. You kidding me?
So you're saying
leave this room?
You're saying this clarinet man's the alpha?
Clarinet woman, and
oh, okay,
absolutely.
All right.
Let me be clear: there is no alpha where I am recording in my own residence.
Just a couple of betas.
I would even go so far as to say like a theta or something.
Mega male. Yeah.
Yeah. And if there is an alpha, they have definitely become one of those new Sigma males.
Oh man, don't even get me started on Sigma males.
If you think
don't
you're
even get me started.
You are not.
Yeah, Sigma males is like I can't think of a good analogy. Sigma males are for betas who don't want to believe that they're betas. And they're like, no, I'm not a beta. I'm a Sigma male. I'm on my own. I'm a lone wolf. I'm just like John Wick from Fortnite.
Did you see that news report with Chuck Schumer and 2 other politicians where they live in this fucking disgusting, decrepit hoarder house in Washington?
No.
Dude, well, I'm going to link it to you after. But also, I'm pretty sure it was recent, but I don't know when it actually came out. But it was definitely making the rounds this week. But it was a CNN interview, and the anchor was, like, she used the term metrosexual.
Oh.
And I have not heard that term in, like, 15 years.
Yeah, no, me neither. Like, what does metrosexual even mean? Isn't it just, like, supposed to be, like, a flamboyant but straight man, right?
I think it was, you were just a guy that dressed well and took care of yourself.
Oh, okay.
I think the context was Chuck Schumer showed her his quote-unquote medicine cabinet, which was the top of a closed record player. And so she said she didn't know he was a metrosexual or whatever.
How does that's like kind of messy though. That's like not, from what you just described metrosexual as being, that is like the opposite of metrosexual. That's
yeah,
like,
the whole house was, but it was like his skincare stuff.
Oh, okay. You said it was a medicine cabinet, so I assumed it was like filled with like old
said
people
it was
pills.
His medicine cabinet, but I don't have one, but people keep shit in there. Like
yeah,
that.
like medicine.
And cabinet shit. Anyway.
That's right, Joe. That's right.
My dad has a next to his medicine cabinet, or I think inside of it, is a little slot that empties out into the foundation of the wall.
Okay.
And it's a razor deposit. So like if you're shaving with old school, not a straight razor, but old school razors, double edge, when you're done with it, you don't throw it away. You just put it in the wall. Then it's whoever demolishes the house's problem.
That's so stupid. Who came up with this idea? Like,
it is so stupid, but it's so genius. Like, if you throw it away, it's wasteful. It's a lot of effort to recycle it. So why not just throw it under the house?
So I was like, all right, this is it. This is the peak of razor design. They're never going to not need to throw the razors away into the wall. Just put it in.
Gillette finally comes out with the perfect disposable razor and eliminates the razor slot hole industry in one fell swoop. I actually used it once.
Yeah?
My dad definitely didn't put it in, but I only noticed it. I had been using double-edged razors for like a year or two, and I had found out about the that whole concept. And so I opened his medicine cabinet, curious if he had one of those, and there it was, dude.
The Holy Land.
That hole was made for me.
Dude, you should have. I want to know how many razors are in there. How could you get those razors out without having to demolish the house? Like, you think there's some way you could like lead a magnet down in there or something and pull the razors up with it? Like a magnet on a rope.
Yeah, that slot had to have been like no more than 1/4 of an inch wide, and that's
Damn.
still pretty big.
Does your dad still live there?
Yeah, I think if he ever moves out, that house is getting demolished because people
Because they need those razors back.
No, land developers just want that land, and also Gillette wants their fucking razors back, dude.
There's $20,000 of razor blades in that house.
There is probably like if that wall had seen some use, not a minuscule amount of metal they could recycle in there. So
yeah.
So you know.
Yeah, I think.
No, you go.
I was gonna say next time you go visit your dad, you should like formulate some way to retrieve those razors.
I think I will. It would have to be a thin but very powerful magnet.
Yeah.
Maybe I fashion some kind of like fiber optic camera down there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the first damn thing about that.
Well, you probably could just get a wireless camera now, like just get like a really small wireless one that you can just connect to the magnet setup.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Probably cheaper than fiber optics, whatever that means.
Fiber optics is what you eat to shit well, so.
Oh, okay. How are the shit pills treating you?
Pretty well, but my poops lately have been disappointing. I think it's because I haven't been eating well.
Well, what does disappointing mean? Like, not like massive or like.
Not massive at all.
Well, what about like consistency and like ease? Because, in my opinion, that's the most important part. Like size is cool and all, but like,
yeah,
I want to have nice poops for myself.
I get
not
what
for
you're
the
saying.
gram.
I get what you're saying, but for me, a nice shit is one that's big and cleans well. These ones just clean well. It's like these are like chicken nuggets, dude. Like maybe chicken tenders, actually. It's not fun. Like I'm sitting on the can, and I feel it coming out, and then it's just gone. And I look in, and it's like I just like put a brown chicken tender in there. One of those thin ass ones from McDonald's or something.
Oh yeah,
not a grocery store one that's thick and big.
Well,
Fuck,
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about all that.
No, I think if I just, eat better, I'll have the shits I desire.
That's good. Speaking of the shit we desire, I desire to do some references.
Oh, shit, that's right. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that's right. We have references on this show.
That's right.
All right, without further ado, Joe wrote down this list. It goes, Who Wants Me? I'm a Millionaire. Men in Black. Benny Hill. The Weakest Link. Titanic, Linda Evans, The Jetsons, The Flintstones, The Golden Girls. It's not The Golden Girls, you damn bitch. It was the... Oh, wait, no, these are two different references. Okay.
You fucking fool. You're no Family Guy fan.
I am. I'm the one who does all the references. Mm-hmm. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Fire Island, Martin Scorsese, The Seussical, Chris O'Donnell, and The Gilmore Girls.
Just because you do all the references for this damn show doesn't mean you're a fan. It means you're dedicated to the craft.
It is. Dude, the other day I was watching Legally Blonde for one of my classes, and I had this, like, overwhelming urge to stop the episode and write down a reference that they said before I had to realize, like, wait a minute, like, I don't have to do this.
I watched Legally Blonde 2 in government class.
Yeah?
It's a
How
bad
was
movie.
it?
It's a
Well,
horrible
good.
movie.
I wasn't planning on watching it, dude.
I don't know how you think or how you feel about it, but I heard Legally Blonde 1 is surprisingly decent movie. But Legally Blonde 2 was so bad, and we watched it because it allegedly showed a pretty accurate portrayal of the bill passing process.
Okay.
It sucks.
Legally Blonde 1 was, like, cool, but man, is the ending dated, to say the least.
Oh no, what happens?
So, spoilers for anyone who has not seen Legally Blonde yet. So, the main character, Elle Woods, is, like, an assistant for a lawyer defending a woman who's accused of murder.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the lead witnesses they have is this Mexican pool boy who is saying that he's in an affair with the woman who's on trial for being a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's, like, a break in the trial, and he's at the water fountain drinking water, and then Elle Woods is behind him tapping her boots or her heels on the ground, and he says something like, "Don't be so snippy with me in your last season Prada heels, bitch." And then Elle Woods goes back to the rest of, like, her legal team, and she's like, he's gay, and no straight man knows fashion designers.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, and then, like, the good lawyer asks him, like, what's his boyfriend's name, and he answers accidentally.
That is so lazy.
Yeah.
That actually rules. That's so stupid it actually swings back around to being good.
Yeah. So yeah, it felt pretty dated watching that. But other than that, I thought it was pretty good. I'm glad, you know, like, I felt like it was, like, a pretty, like, by the books story for a lot of the things, like, you know, the classic movie, like, trope where the girl wants this guy and it's clearly that this guy is bad for her, and then she realizes that by the end of the movie and then gets with, like, the other just as hot but, like, nerdy boy, or, you know, like...
Yeah, the guy who takes his glasses off and it reveals that he was actually hotter the whole entire
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Like, the guy who's, like, just as conventionally attractive, but for some reason, like, he's, like, the nerd of the group or whatever, or, like, not the hot boy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like, it follows all of that. There was one scene where she tries to get this guy who, has a lot of social issues some pussy, so I thought that was pretty nice of her.
Yeah, that's a good thing that she did. She did her good deed. That was probably, like, her community service, so she wouldn't have to ever do that again.
Well, if only she could do that for me. That's all I gotta say on that.
Hey, take your glasses off, bro.
No, I can't see without them. You cannot get me to look hot without my glasses because I need them to see.
I do not consent to looking hot. Don't ever talk to me again.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
My vow to all women listening to this show is that I will never look hot. That's a Funnycast promise.
That's right. Are there any references that we wanted to talk about? We, like, didn't coordinate this because all these references kind of suck, or we've talked about them already. Is there anything you want to mention?
I watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon as a kid, and I didn't really like it.
Damn.
That's it.
Why not? Why didn't you like it?
Okay.
Thanks, Beta.
Yeah, whatever, bitch.
What do you know about Fire Island?
Something with gay.
Okay, cool.
That's it. Well, I can look it up for you, bro.
Okay, yeah, hit me. Look it up, man. Because all I can think about Fire Island is hit manga Fire Punch.
What? Can you explain that?
Fire Punch. It's a manga made by the same person who does Chainsaw Man.
Whoa. Okay, Fire Island is an island parallel to Long Island.
Oh, okay.
But
So it's
also-
not a reference. It's just a location.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a reference to a location, but you know what? This sucks. What was your favorite joke?
My favorite joke is when Meg meets Jeff, the nudist, at the mall. There are like two teenagers who are like harassing him for being a nudist, and one of them is like, "My dad's a tailor."
Yeah, that was pretty good. I
I
have a
thought-
feeling that might have been yours.
Wow. Well, your feelings were right for once. What was your favorite joke?
So I had a couple different ones. They're tied. This is not in any order. The first one was when Peter was having Jeff step on coasters on his way out. And then the other one is immediately afterwards when Quagmire walks in and asks if they have something and then transition to asking if they have a towel. Because he just did what you did and saw Lois nudie.
I mean, yeah, that's what I would do in real life. So like,
Oh yeah, you would do that at the grocery store in front of my wife?
if she was naked, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
I mean,
If it
what
was your
else? Oh, okay. I mean, what else is the fellow to do?
Like, am I not gonna come in my pants?
Nope. Not happening.
Lonely Island didn't spend several days and weeks writing jizz in my pants in
Yeah.
2007 for that not to be a reality for millions of men.
Did you know they spent $14 million on advertising for that song?
No shit.
Yeah, it was the most money they had ever spent to date on a Lonely Island production.
Damn.
Just
that's
on
actually
just on
kinda cool.
advertising too. I don't know how much they spent on like production, but I'm pretty sure the advertising budget just like dwarfed everything else.
Yeah, that music video is pretty cheap looking. I mean,
Yeah.
not cheap. It just looks like standard, like SNL digital short.
Right. Is the Lonely Island like still doing stuff? Like, they still around?
I think they're doing separate things, but they still. Actually, I don't know. They did Popstar a few years ago, and that's the
Oh,
last
yeah.
thing I know.
That was like more than a few years ago, right? Wasn't that like a while ago?
Let me look that up.
According to the Wikipedia article, they're listed as present, like their years active 2001 to present.
Yeah, as far as I know, they've never formally, like broken up. But
Yeah, okay. Popstar was 2016.
like Andy Samberg's a superstar, and Yorma Takun is a director. I don't know what the other guy does.
Oh, so apparently the Lonely Island produced the 2020 film Palm Springs
I believe
that stars Andy Samberg and maybe more of them too, but I don't know the rest of their names.
Oh, I was
I
thinking
think
of that Pete Davidson movie,
What one is that?
King of Long Island or something.
Oh, but yeah. So I mean,
Whoops.
the film received positive reviews with praise for the performance and use of the concept. Okay, that's pretty cool. Good for
Yeah,
them.
that was one of the hot movies of last year that I will probably never watch.
Yeah, was it a hot movie? It only grossed $1,064.
Yeah, it was a movie.
No, it grossed 164,000.
I wouldn't believe that first number because it was a digital release on Hulu.
Just like how you believe that they spent $14 million on Jizz in My Pants advertising.
Like, yeah, I didn't, but it made sense. That was a huge hit. Did you know Andy Samberg had a lead voice role in the movie Space Chimps from 2008?
Who was he? A space chimp? Was he the
Yeah.
chimp?
I mean,
What's
he's
the chimp's
top
name?
billing. Let's see the
Whoa.
voice cast. Andy Samberg is Ham the Third, Ham the First grandson and a circus chimp who loves cannon acts and crashing.
What a role. Talk about typecast if I've ever seen one.
Cheryl Hines as Luna, Titan's lieutenant who is fearless and intelligent.
Damn. So that's like...
Patrick Warburton as Titan, the flamboyant commander of the expedition. He has a great love of chimp puns.
I think we gotta check out Space Chimps. Wait, so is he like is he a real person or is he a chimp?
He's got to be a chimp.
That's what I assumed at first, but now I'm not sure.
There's a chimp on the poster that has kind of a square jaw. That has to be.
that has to be the Patrick
Titan.
Warburton chimp.
The tagline for the movie was, "On July 18th, go bananas."
I will.
Yeah, oh yeah, and one of these monkeys is definitely wearing lipstick, so you know that's the hot one.
Yeah, I love how they always try to make a hot one. Like, even like, I mean, there's just like a normal ass monkey, but there's gotta be the hot monkey.
Yeah, it's like they don't even like try to anthropomorphize it. They just put lipstick on it and be like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why there are more and more furries every year.
Mm-hmm. They made a Space Chimps 2 called Zartog Strikes Back, but it was direct to DVD.
Sounds familiar.
Needless to say, Andy Samberg did not return, but Patrick Warburton and Cheryl Hines did.
Yes. So I like how Andy said, like, "Nah, I'm too good for Space Chimps too." But Patrick Warburton is like, I guess I can come in between episode of Family Guy.
Oh my! So there are some notable actors that reprised their role in this direct-to-DVD sequel. Most notably, Patrick Warburton and Stanley Tucci.
Whoa, Stanley Chimp.
I don't know who he played, and I'm not gonna go back and find out.
I'm gonna be real with you,
Andy
dude.
Samberg was
I'm
too
a
good
level.
for this. Yeah,
I'm a level with you. I have no idea who Stanley Tucci is.
He's a character actor. You would know him if you saw him, maybe. Knowing
Okay.
you. Yeah, Andy Samberg was replaced by Tom Kenny. So
Damn.
that's a big win for the Ken man.
That's a big win for monkeys everywhere.
One small step for man, one big step for chimp.
Mm-hmm.
And on that note, I think that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, I think these two big chimps are gonna take a step on out of here.
We're gonna head on out to the jungle and
Monkey around.
monkey or whatever. The show's over. See ya.